Welcome to John and Louie's Big Adventure. In this episode, we are coming to you from the beautiful Celebrity Xcel.
Bora.
So if you saw our last episode, you'll have seen that we went to the Bora brunch, which we were a little concerned about whether we were going to like that or not.
Lovely.
And guess what? We loved it. You should check out that video. Now it's time.
Dinner.
For Bora.
Bora dinner.
For dinner. So, here we go.
All right. We have now done Bora by day, Bora by night.
Bora all day.
Bora by all night long.
So, what happens is, you pick a time for dinner, they send you a little
They
invitation
present you with an invitation at the door.
that you can come half an hour early. So for the brunch, they have a
Bloody Mary bar.
Bloody Mary bar outside.
Build your own Bloody Mary.
That's right. So as you're waiting for your table, you go have your Bloody Mary made. Well, for dinner, what they do is
Build your
they
Spritzer.
do a Spritzer. So we get up there early,
It's quite festive.
and it was very festive, except it was very windy.
Already, you can tell.
So they couldn't do the Spritzer bar as they normally do. So we had to basically just get it at our table.
Which was fine. It did not ruin anything.
No. So for example, this would be the spot where we would usually have our little spritz bar, where we come a half an hour early to get our spritz. But they're not able to do it because it's open air and the weather's too blustery. So the gentleman's having to make it out there. You know, here's the thing. I really thought...
What's the thing?
I thought it was... I thought this whole thing was going to be a little bit stupid. You know? You know, because their big thing now that they're promoting is...
Date night all day.
Date night all day long. And that just seemed a little hokey. But I thought the Bloody Mary bar was cool. And I thought, in theory, the Spritzer bar would have been cool, too.
Under the right circumstances.
Yeah, the weather had been nicer.
Contextually, I'd like to make it clear that we love the barbecue.
Yeah.
We love the rooftop grill.
Yeah.
So I think that may have colored our attitude going into like, oh, okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, we had the feeling of we love the barbecue option because there's nothing like that on the ship, and they've already got Mediterranean food on the ship.
Yeah, who was saying we really need more Mediterranean food on the edge class ships?
We certainly weren't. Maybe a lot of people were, but we weren't those people. So we were a little hesitant to kind of get on board with this.
I said hesitant is, I'd say even a little worse than hesitant. We were a little bit like, I think we had a little bit of a tude.
Yeah, we did.
If you watch our channel, you know that I eat like a 10-year-old boy in 1967. The bottom line is I do not have a sophisticated palate, and when I look at the menu, I was a little intimidated. It's beautiful here, but as I suspected, the menu's going to be a challenge. Do I have the pear and arugula salad? The roasted cauliflower with cream? Stuffed eggplant with rice? I don't know. I'll do my best. Heard the gentleman next to me. He asked if he could have a Caesar salad. They were happy to oblige. So if you look at... Because the appetizers are a little eclectic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for somebody who's not a foodie and somebody who's not adventurous, I would definitely say that that's the thing. So what we did was Louis ordered a Caesar salad and I ordered the cauliflower. Before that, they brought us our little amuse-bouche. It's a pepper, and we asked for it with no anchovies. Oh, that's you tasting it?
Yeah. I'm really glad there's no anchovies on it.
How is it?
It's okay. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's wasted on me. You know? Look, it's beautifully done. It should be said that at the beginning, the presentation of the amuse-bouche, the word anchovy was used because they knew ahead we're going to do this red pepper thing, but they throw out the anchovy thing just to see if your eyebrows go up like ours did.
Well, you had explained that you didn't want it on the Caesar salad. So then he said, well, the amuse-bouche can come with it. So we both chose to not have that on it. But it was red pepper with, I don't know, what else was on it?
I don't know. It's fancy.
Forget. It was good though. It was really good because then they brought over the most amazing bread.
Right, so this will be our flatbread, homemade, which is prepared with the herbs. We're gonna have the hummus, olive and picked up in art, and the tzatziki for you as a dipping. Yeah.
What is that?
Tzatziki, the same one that we
Cucumber. It looked like chicken tenders.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was this hearty. It looked like
was
it
so-
looked like cutlets.
Oh, you can dream. No, so I think the bread is delicious,
Okay.
and I'm not really a huge pepper fan, but the pepper is really good.
You're
The-
loving it, huh?
And then the cucumber dip,
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, good.
So I'm enjoying this.
Oh, good.
I really enjoyed that a lot.
I hadn't fallen in love yet. I was still.
No, you were still.
I was
iffy.
still, you know, I was still like I didn't like this date. No, not that I didn't like this date, but I just wasn't sure about this girl. Wasn't sure yet.
Oh God.
So I have got the roasted cauliflower with the cucumber sauce and the paprika oil, and Louis has gone for Caesar salad.
I think from the main dining room, I think they had to get it. And then, in a 1, 2, 3 punch, the main came.
The shrimp and scallop scampi, some broccoli, and a whole lot of chicken. Wow. Whoa. And some zucchini fries.
zucchini fries.
Oh my gosh.
I can already tell this is going to be the best part. Immediately, I looked at this chicken, and it smelled like Mama's house. Okay. I'm a tough customer. This is delicious. This is like your mother baked half a, you know what I mean? This is good. This is very good.
And of course, these are absolutely amazing.
Oh my God, if only we had some ranch dressing.
This ain't bad either.
It was delicious. Louis got that chicken, and it was really amazing. It was really like somebody homemade it, you know, in their own kitchen. It didn't feel like a restaurant chicken.
How often does somebody go, oh, you know what? The chicken was delicious at that restaurant. But when it is, it is. And so, all right. So, okay. So I'm starting to fall in love. And then the fried zucchini showed up. And as a trio, it was, I'm done.
Sort of the best fried zucchini I probably ever had.
Oh, wow. So at this point, I was just like...
Yeah, so we really loved it.
There was other entertainment.
Yeah, we had heard that there were things that were prepared for you at your tableside, which again, that's something I'm not a giant fan of usually.
This was artistry, because all of a sudden,
Yes, this fish thing came out. We really weren't sure what it was at first, but it was fish.
it looked like this mound of Kraft, you know, the Parmesan Romano cheese in a mountain.
Snowy.
And then he began to sculpt it out, and you saw that it was this massive fish that was beautiful and really smelled like fish.
And this was very close to Louis. And then a few minutes later, I go, you got a little like glitter on your face. And we were like, oh, that's weird. Where'd that come from? And then later I was like, you got some more glitter. And I was like, it's the scales from that fish that was the fish that was 3 feet away from your head. And then for dessert,
Yeah.
they had lemon and olive oil ice cream, which was pretty good.
I tasted it.
It was a little rich, you know, because it had the oil in it. And you had, I don't know what that was called.
It was this coffee, it was espresso and
and
ice cream and cookie thing, and
espresso
I made a
and
mess,
cookies
and I knew that just a few bites I'll be up all night
Yeah, which I think
for ABBA night.
might be why you're so excited right now.
So regardless of our preconceived attitude about it, unequivocally the food is, I mean,
Thumbs up.
yeah.
So the next thing, I guess, would be the ambiance.
Do you know what? It did feel elevated. Because when you say, why am I paying extra for this? They did a lot of things to make you feel
Special.
like this really was a specialty experience.
It felt very special.
Yes.
And what was interesting, I thought, was it's in the area of the rooftop garden, and they've got a big screen. And what they were doing was playing video of like Santorini in Greece. And I thought, well, that's kind of adding to the ambiance of it. There was
A musician.
We had 2 different musicians
Yes.
during the evening, and that was really nice.
Yes.
And not, in your face, loud or anything like that, but really it added
And
ambiance.
There were, at least 5 different servers that we interacted with, and every single one of them was first rate. There when you needed them every time.
Yeah, and it's a pretty room, because they've even got that tree thing in the middle with the flowers on it and stuff. And it was pretty. It was prettier than the rooftop garden grill.
And the timing was good because I never felt rushed.
Not at all.
I never felt rushed. It was just
Not at
about
all.
the perfect timing. It was about as long as I wanted to stay
Yeah,
there,
it
which
was
was about
perfect.
90 minutes or so. It was just
It was
perfect.
It was. So then I guess ultimately, the experience was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it was excellent. We were very impressed.
Yep.
And it was unexpected,
There's a caveat though.
When we were there at Bora Brunch, it wasn't a very warm day, and yet it was a little stuffy in there, a little bit warm, even though they had lots of fans.
This must happen a lot.
It does
This
happen
must
a
be
lot.
mild comparatively.
We've been here a number of times before when it was the Rooftop Garden Grill, and many times it's been really cold or cold and windy,
Right.
or even if there's some rain. So anyway, we'll see.
So the deal is this, right? Your experience is going to be influenced greatly by whatever
the
weather
weather.
you're traveling through.
Of course, that happens in an outdoor restaurant.
Right.
But when it's one of your main specialty restaurants, it is a bit surprising
Yeah.
that they haven't just put doors on it that they could open up and close.
Like in Hawaii, they have those things they can
the
roll in,
those
roll
sliding
out if they
doors
need
that
to.
slide in, which would save them a whole lot
A lot of
things.
problems. People canceling.
Because at some point, the food orders
We're flying around.
were blowing in the kitchen because
Yeah.
it's open air kitchen. So they were all kind of blowing all over the place. So it's just a wee bit surprising that they don't do that. It was very comfortable for us. It was very windy tonight.
Yes.
And
still, but it
we
was
did
perfect temperature.
enjoy
Yeah.
the wind, although some people were having to move their tables and blah, 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 blah. But it's part of the experience.
So, all in all, worth it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. we kind of really loved it.
So we hope you guys are enjoying these sort of brief, short hits. We're putting together, though, the whole arc, the whole experience.
And as soon as we get home, a week later, we're off to Bermuda
How vulgar.
because we love Bermuda at Christmas time. We're going to go this year a little bit early because we're going with our friends. So we will see you from Bermuda. So I'm not exactly sure when our next vlog's going to come out after this one.
Right. So thanks again, and please subscribe and like.
And share.
And share.
Thanks again.